Hi everyone, welcome to Chemistry 1046 for the fall 2017 term. My name is Lori Mills and I'll be your instructor this term. This is my 6th year teaching with the NSCC in math and sciences. So the purpose of this video is to show you around, give you a tour of D2L and where to find specific things in the course, like where we're going to start, how to set up the course on your computer, and where to find the course materials. Online is great, gives us lots of flexibility in terms of when you want to engage in the materials, but if you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out. My contact information is in the welcome unit, in the work plan outline, and you can email me, you can call me, you can text me. I'm here to help you. I am more of a guide on the side than a sage on the stage. But that's what online is all about. We're going to give you lots of resources to learn the material, including information, of course, in the textbook, lots of video help, and I'm also available for Skype. So I wish you lots of success this term, and I look forward to getting to know you and working with you in the next 15 weeks. So here we are in our Chem 1046 D2L course, and we're in the course homepage, and this is one of my Chem 1046 sections, but both are laid out the same. And you can see as I scroll down to the bottom of the page, you can see the full course homepage. So a couple of things I want to point out about the course homepage is that whenever you want to get back to this front page, all you have to do is click Course Home from the top menu tab, and that will bring you back to this page. And some elements to look at on this course homepage is the news feed, and this is where I'm going to post important announcements and information. This is my main way of communicating with the class. So you want to check into the course homepage for Chem 1046 daily in order to see my announcements and important information. At the moment, there are just two announcements posts right now. The first one was my welcome post where I talk about the home page and the first thing to do, which is to go to the welcome unit, and I'll show you how to get there in a second. And then the second announcement that I posted was on the Pearson My Chem Lab access code. So instructions there for you to read through. And as I add more posts, you'll notice that the last post will move down the page, and eventually older posts will disappear. But all you have to do to get to those places is show all news items at the bottom, and then you will get the whole archive of news posts right from the beginning of the course. So you will never lose an announcement, it will just move to the archive. So I'm going to get back to the course homepage, and to do that, I'm going to click on Course Home. And here I am back at the course home. So that's the news feed. Make sure that you check in on it daily too, so you don't miss any important announcements. Next of all, there is the calendar, and the calendar is where you'll find all of your unit deadlines and assignment deadlines. So by looking at the calendar, you'll see what's coming up. I'll also be posting my Skype sessions, and those will be coming soon. And last but not least, when you scroll down, you'll see that there is this green Pearson box, and that's the My Chem Lab that I talked about in today's announcement. So if you would like to check that out, read the instructions in the news feed that I posted today, and it will tell you how to link to My Chem Lab, and you can have a 14-day trial to see if you like it. And if you purchased a new textbook, you have an access code already that you can use to access the My Chem Lab. Just remember that My Chem Lab is totally optional and is not for grades. A great alternative to using My Chem Lab will be using Khan Academy, and I'll be posting about that in a few days as well. So let's move away from the course homepage and look at the chemistry course itself in the content section. So first of all, to get to the content, you're going to click on content from the top menu bar. And the content tab will bring you to the content section where you will have your table of contents. What you want to do is first select the welcome tab from here, and that will bring you to the welcome unit. If it's not up on this right-hand side, you just have to click on it and that will bring it up. You can also see on this table of contents side all the other units that we'll be working on this term. So you can go ahead and click on those and see how they work, but for now we're just going to work on the welcome unit. So the welcome unit is highlighted, and you can see to the right are all the materials and actions that you need to do for the welcome unit. And you always want to scroll down the page so that you can go from the top, the course overview, and then move through the materials until you get down to the bottom, which is the question and answer discussion group for the course. Where I'd like everyone to start in the welcome unit is with the course overview, the course outline, and the schedule. These three documents are going to outline the expectations for the course, how the marks are laid out, what textbook to buy. I believe it says edition 5, but in the bookstores we have edition 6 now. Both work great. If you want to get a used version of the textbook, please go ahead. Edition 5 is fine. Just remember that if you do want to use My Chem Lab, if you buy a used textbook, you're going to have to buy that separately, and sometimes the cost, depending on what you got your used textbook, may be more than what a new textbook costs. But again, look at my announcement. I've outlined that in the announcement. The course outline has my contact information in it, how the course is weighted, and past expectations for the course, which I'll be talking about a little bit later this week. The schedule is important, and I highly recommend that everybody refers to that, because that's going to be where you'll find all of your deadlines, information, and what's due. So you can see here that we're right into the welcome unit, and you have until Wednesday midnight to complete the welcome unit. So you need to read through the welcome unit, go through the checklist, and your one assignment is your welcome and introductions discussion. And some of you have already posted your introductions on that, so that's wonderful. On Thursday, after this Wednesday, September 13th deadline, we can start Unit 1, but please feel free to start Unit 1 now if you like. We're going to be looking at textbook sections, chapters 1 to 3. 2 is not going to be that much of a focus, but it is there in case you want to go over some of the math in chemistry. But really we're going to be concentrating on chapters 1 and 3. And you can see that we have all the deadlines here. And also, as we scroll down, you can see when your tests are. Now you can write your tests up to including the deadline day. And we have 2 proctored tests to be written on campus and 2 tests to be written from home. So you'll need to make appointments on your campus for the proctored test, and I'll be talking more about that when we get closer. That first test is not until Friday, November the 3rd. So we have some time before we get to that, but I don't want to overload you with information at this moment. So your first test is going to be Friday, October the 13th, and that will be your test number 1. Okay, so that's your schedule. I'm going to pop back here, and I'm going to go back to content. There we go, and back to the welcome unit. So we talked about your course overview, your course outline, and your schedule. Here's where you get to your welcome and introduction discussion post. So if you haven't posted your introduction, this is what where you're going to post, and what you need to post is listed right here. So you just have to click on that discussions post, click on this title here, and that will, I'll show you, that will bring you to the discussion assignment. And you can start a new thread by clicking on this button here, and you can create your introductory post. I'm just going to go back to that welcome unit. You'll also notice that we have a welcome unit checklist. This is what I call the to-do list, and everyone needs to complete this checklist because in this checklist is going to be things that are going to help you to set up your computer so that you run efficiently in D2L. Things like accessing your college webmail, uploading a profile picture, setting up email notifications, setting up discussions, Skype for Business, and setting up my Chem lab. All of that information and instructions are there, and if you complete each one of these checklist tasks, then you are all set to work in this course. So I highly recommend that once you've introduced yourself in the welcome discussion, that you move on to the unit checklist and complete those tasks. And if you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to let me know, and you can post those questions in the Q&A for the course. This discussion group is a great place to share your questions, because if you have the question, your classmate probably has the same one as well. So we'll get lots of questions answered here, and it will be very efficient. One last thing is this orientation questions. This is a great little self-assessment to see how well you understand the expectations of the course. The orientation questions don't go towards your marks, so don't worry about how you do in this. This is just to see if you caught on to what we talked about in the welcome unit. So that's the welcome unit. Once you're done the welcome unit, you are free to move on to Unit 1, Intro to Chemistry. So you can just go ahead and click on that tab, Intro to Chemistry, and you always start off each unit with the Unit 1 study guide, because that's going to tell you what's expected in the unit and what we'll be covering. And then you can work your way through each of the unit assignments and resources, and I'll be talking about that a little while later in the week. Just want you to get set up on the next few days with the welcome unit and in D2L. So with that, so that I don't keep you too long, that's it for this video. Good luck in the next 3 days. If you have any questions, please reach out. You can post in that course Q&A in the welcome unit, or you can send me an email or call or text me, and my contact information is in the course outline. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye for now.